I became a sports commentator because, like everybody else, I'm sure I used to watch ESPN, and my favorite sports analyst was Stuart Scott. So I watched Stuart Scott every day. Um, and I said, shoot, if he could do it, I could do it. And then a family member of mine introduced me to the guys that he was doing the podcast with. So I did that for a while. Then the guy who the host of the show, he said, if you want to start a podcast, start a podcast. And boom, here we go. A year later, I'm on YouTube, have my own channel because I knew I could do it, and he just gave me more confidence to do it. And plus, I know the sports inside and out, like football, basketball, and things like that, even boxing. So that's why I got into it because it's pretty easy. All you have to do is know what you're talking about, uh, find the information before they do what I'm doing, and you always have to look up the right information. And if you get something wrong, tell your audience, hey, I got it wrong, and make the correction. That's one thing that I'm always bringing to you guys. If I get it wrong, I'm gonna come back and then I'm gonna correct the information. Say here's this. But yeah, man, I love the sports game, man. This is what I was meant to do. And somebody always asks me, whoever I'm talking to, um, they say, what you do for a living? I say, I'm a content creator. And what's your content? It's a football channel. That's what it is. And I might not know the X's and O's far as football, but I do know the rock combination. I do know what quarterback. I mean, how many quarterbacks need to take need to do to take their drops for them to deliver the ball. So whether it's a three-step drop, you go through three steps: one, two, three, out, one, two, three, four, five, and out, and so on and so on. And like I said, I know the rock combinations. Now, boxing wise, nobody really can mess with me when it comes to boxing wise because I know the sport. I've been watching boxing for a long time now. I don't know every promoter name, but I know some of their name and the companies. I know who companies that these fighters are signed to. Like every fight they call every fight the first 3 rounds. Those are called fill-out rounds. Excuse me for stumbling if I did for that quick second, yeah. But the first 3 rounds of a fight, those are the fill-out rounds to see what the opponent have. Once the boxers see what the opponent has, then it's on from there. Then they start making their adjustments round by round. Now, um, a brawler is somebody who's going to come straightforward, stand right in front of you, and just throw a lot of punches. An orthodox fighter, he's going to be orthodox. You're not going to be able to find him. He's going to move. He's going to hit you, get out the way of your punches, and things like that. Um, a southpaw, what they call a southpaw, is he just used his left hand. His left hand is his favorite punch, but he used all the other weapons. He used all the other punches in his arsenal. The jab set up everything. Yeah, the jab set up everything. As far as boxing footwork, um, and things like that. And some fights that we want to see take like five, 5 years to make. It don't happen when it should happen. But at least we get a look at the Floyd and Pacquiao situation. That fight took 10 years to make before they even stepped in the ring. Um, it always was a build up between those two guys. When they finally fought, it was exciting. But if you're a boxing fan like I am, you knew the outcome. What was it gonna be? Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford fight. That fight took 5 years to make, but it happened. Earl tried his best, but he just didn't get the job done. And we all completely saw that Earl was hot during the fight. So when he walked in, but Terrence Crawford, like I said, was the better man that night, and he deserved all his credit that the boxing world gave him. And now you have Javante Davis. He's a good fighter. He fought he fought Frank Martin, beat Frank Martin. Before then, he fought Leo Santa Cruz. He fought Barrios for him, beat him. Tank is must see TV. Or if you go to this, or if you go to his fights, you gonna buy a ticket because he's that exciting. Every fight he just waiting for the guy to get knocked out. Tank don't usually Tank starts off slow. He picks up, I'ma say, the fourth and between the fourth and the sixth round. Then that's when Tank start amping it up. Once he does that, it's it's over for that fight. He's very defensive sound. Yes, Tank does get hit, but he he gonna let you get your shots off, and he gonna get his shots off. But other than that, um, he his knockouts are highlighted real knockouts. When he fought Leo Santa Cruz, he hit him with an uppercut, and he was on Tank highlight reel. Same with Barrios, Frank Martin. Oh yeah, I forgot Ryan. The first time he knocked Ryan down, as Ryan was throwing the punch, Tank dunked underneath and hit Ryan and dropped him. The second time he dropped him, he hit him in the kidney. And those kidney shots, you're not gonna get up from those. Us as boxing fans, yeah, we want the other fighter to get up, but once you get hit in the kidneys, it's no way you gonna get up after that. Tank also reached out to what, three guys for a possible fight. First it was Lomachenko. Everything was going in the right direction. Um, Lomachenko, he was supposed to fly to LA, sign the papers, but he didn't want to fight Tank no more. He said because he wanted to spend time with his family. Next, it was Shakur Stevenson reached out to him. Nothing, nothing happened, and then he settled for Lamar Roach because, like I said, Loma didn't want to fight him. Shakur didn't want to fight him. Who else didn't want to fight him? I'm missing. I'm missing one guy who didn't want to fight him, but that guy didn't want to fight him as well. So, like I just said, he settled on Lamar Roach, and him and Lamar Roach. That's gonna be a good fight because both of them from Lamar Roach is from DC. Of course, we know Tank is from Baltimore, and they're gonna have to fight on. They're gonna have to fight at the Barclays Center on Monster First. So that's gonna be a good turnout. And also, wherever Tango he sells out. I remember when he fought Hector Garcia last January, January the 8th. That place was sold out. Why? Because of Tank, and not only because of Tank, but the card that they put together was a good card. I wanted him to fight Lomachenko just because, so all the Lomachenko, just for all the Lomachenko fans say that, oh, he ain't fight nobody, he ain't beat nobody and things like that. That's why I wanted him to fight Lomachenko just to shut him up. Now Loma will give Tank a good fight. I think Tank Tank will just knock him out. And Lomachenko been dropped already. Um, and I definitely want to see him fight um Devin Haney because his fans be talking bad about Tank. So I want to set them up, and so them the fights that I wanna see Tank in. I think Tank could beat all them guys. I do. And let me go back to the boxing aspect. When they say fighters in the phone booth, they real close to each other, and they just going punching each other to the body, laying their uppercuts or whatever, and they close in range. They close in distance, and they be letting their punches to go. That's another when they say punches or hands. Yeah, they mean they punches. So that's what they mean as well. So that's why I got into the sports analyst because I know what I'm talking about. And I could even do it better than they do. Yeah, I'm competing with them guys. I'm competing with the Adam Scheffners. If I get it before he does, that's a win for me. That's not me bragging on myself. That's just the confidence and the skills that I put in and the work I put in. Oh, and by the way, Dallas Cowboys they cut Zeke. I don't know why they brought Zeke back, but yeah, that's what they did. Um, and then during the pandemic, wasn't really doing much. Like I said, my family member uh put me on the podcast with the two guys and him and myself, so that gave me the confidence to do what I'm doing now, talking to you guys, cause I'm I'm quiet. I stumble over my words sometimes, but that's to be expected. This is just my nerves, but I'm getting better with that. I appreciate the 347 subscribers that I have. So we're just gonna keep building this channel. Coming up with new things to bring to the channel, new things to discuss. Um, who knows? I might uh start talking about some WNBA games, and like I said, like I asked the question on my community page, if your team had the first pick in the WNBA, who would you who would you want your team to draft? Paige Becker or Juju Watkins? Me personally, Juju Watkins. She's a hell of a player, and I just want ESPN to treat her like they did Caitlyn last year. They talked about Caitlyn. One thing that I will never forget last year, First Take spent the whole first hour talking about Caitlyn Clark, if that was a foul or not, or what her team, or what Caitlyn Clark teammates was at. I'm like, come on, man. I respect Caitlyn Clark, but I was Caitlyn Clark fatigued after that. Not only that, but Ali, Aaliyah Boston, she was the first round pick the prior year. So I mean, she ran the WNBA last year. She was the hottest top, rightfully so. But every little thing she did, they talking about. So, like I said, I just want Juju Watkins to get the same treatment. If they don't, I'ma call them out on it. and rightfully so. Um, do I think Josh Allen is the MVP? No. Do I think Lamar is the MVP? Lamar and Josh Allen, they having good seasons. To me, if I had a vote, I would vote for Saquon. But that's just me. Um, MVP, MVPs. That's not what. Uh, that's not what Lamar or Josh Allen should be worried about. They should be worried about Super Bowls. And who are the closest? Who are the two closest to getting one? Lamar Jackson and Saquon, because we know the Bills, they have the number two overall seed, but we know they're not going to do anything with it. We know that. I know that. Everybody in this chat know that they're not going to do anything, cause it's proven. Last year they almost lost to uh what's my name? The guy that played with Tennessee now, Mason Rudolph. They almost lost to Mason Rudolph, and it still was 10-7 that year. Come on, and I heard some of the commentators on ESPN get up talking about, oh well, we didn't think the Bills was gonna be this good this year because they lost so and so. But when you pay the quarterback the big bucks, that's what's gonna happen. The quarterback job is to raise the level of his teammates up. That's his job. Man, like I always said about Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy deserves to be in the league, but he wouldn't be the player that he is if he didn't have talent. And that's not a knock at John Lynch. John Lynch did an incredible job of putting talent around him. It's just that when them guys miss some games, you can see that he don't put he don't put the team on his shoulders. 2 years in a row, the 49ers, they went to Minnesota and lost. And I always hear, oh well, they didn't have this guy, they didn't have that guy. Well, too bad. The other team you was playing, they missing guys. They making excuses? No, it's only the media. See, the media, they like their favorite. They like their favorites, and it really shows who their favorite is. How they talk about it. I don't like and another thing that I don't like about the media, I don't like that, especially when it comes to the black quarterback. They say, "Oh, he shouldn't run. He gonna get hurt." Like that's a part of the game is to run. Like, um, when Jalen Hurts got hurt when he played us, he ran the ball. Frankie Lubo made a tackle. It just happened that his head hit the ground. That wasn't a dirty play. And then I heard Jaws say, "Oh, Ron Jaworski say he got to be careful. He shouldn't run." You wouldn't say that if it was Josh Allen, because just like I said, when Steve Young was playing, he ran the ball for 722 times during his career. Oh, I all you heard was them was crickets. When Tim Tebow ran the ball 316 times during his career. And Tim Tebow, he wasn't accurate in the first quarter, the second quarter, the fourth quarter is when he started really getting accurate, and that's what made him win the games. And Josh Allen run the ball. I'm gonna look up how many times Josh Allen ran the ball. But Frank Tarkenton, he ran the ball. No, his career, nobody said nothing. So y'all have to watch out for these code words that they like to use. If you miss the code words that they use, if you miss it the first time, catch it the second time. Just like Jaden Daniels. They talking about some, oh, he shouldn't. He shouldn't run that much. He don't run that much. He throw first and then run. And when he slide and get out of bounds. Um yeah, so when you guys know that you can do the job better than another person, then do it. Like I said, I know I can compete with them guys and them ladies in the sports industry. I know I can. I'm living my dream, talking to you guys, bring you guys the information that you didn't know about. Oh, for instance, Quinn Heuer got a $6 million offer to transfer to another school. I don't know who that school is yet, but when I find out, I will let you guys know. See, ESPN, they gonna glance over that, but see me, I'm not. They gonna glance over Deshaun Watson. I mean, Deshaun Jackson going to Delaware State University to be a head coach. That's when I come in at. So I mean, I'm not gonna waste any more of you guys' time. Um, Happy New Year to all who watching. Have a great day. And like I always say, two things I want to say. Create memories with your family, and if you need to see a therapist, see a therapist. There's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with going outside of the family and talking to somebody, because your family gonna tell you to get over or nothing is wrong with you. You're not weak if you talk to somebody. So with that, I'm out. Peace.